February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, so I'm here with Amanda DeLaura from Interval House. Thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Erica.
It's really important to talk about this subject. With so much going on in life, it may be one of those conversations that, maybe gets left by the side, but it's really important to make sure we focus on that with our kids. What are the important things that we need to be telling our children about dating?
Sure. So, even at an early age, before kids enter the dating world, we need to be talking to them about what constitutes a healthy relationship. So whether that's how to be a good friend when you're 5 or 6, up to when your kids are teens or tweens, even talking about what constitutes a healthy romantic relationship.
And kids are dating so much earlier these days. So that's why it's really important that you might think I don't need to have that talk yet.
No, they really are. We know that 72% of 13 and 14-year-olds are dating. That's really shocking to me. I'm not a parent, but I'm an aunt to several young women, and to know that kids are entering the dating world that early is very shocking, and it really should sound the alarm for us as adults to start talking to them very early about boundaries, healthy boundaries, how to love yourself, and how to love one another.
And what are some of the warning signs that parents and teens need to be on the lookout for? Because teens also, they might notice this behavior in their friends.
Absolutely. It's great to be a good friend and check in with your friends and check in with your teens, and make sure that they know there's this concept called love bombing. Essentially, it is a tactic by which an abuser will lavish their victim or their partner with an abundance of compliments, gifts, and it really sets the stage for them to then control their partner. So using that as a way to obligate the partner to do what they want.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because abuse isn't just in the physical form.
Correct. And often we see abuse starting very gradually. So it will start with things like love bombing early in the relationship, and then graduate to emotional and psychological abuse before it ever gets physical.
So if a parent or a grandparent, caregiver has not had that conversation, what would you suggest as sort of tips, sort of 101, just to start the conversation?
Sure. We recommend at Interval House to, just keep those lines of communication open. If you start off confrontationally by sort of talking to your teen about something that's already going on, they may shut down and not be willing to confide in you. So definitely start the conversation early. Talk about, how are we respecting one another? How, who are you spending your time with? What are you doing together? If you open those lines of communication earlier, your kid and teen will be happy to come and talk to you about things. And one other thing to look out for is if your teen starts to withdraw from you, that may be a sign that they are in an abusive situation. And in that case, if you can't get them to open up to you, help them find another trusted adult they can talk to about it.
Is there anything else a parent or a friend should do if they think that someone they know is in trouble?
Sure. First of all, anyone's welcome to call the Interval House hotline. Our number is 860-838-8467. You can call to get advice and talk to a skilled advocate about the signs, and then they'll give you some advice on how to talk to that person. So you can ask for a friend or you can ask for yourself. And then, really just, again, keep those lines of communication open with your teen. We have a teen dating violence toolkit on our website. So that's at intervalhousect.org/teen dating. And we have tools there for parents and educators to talk to young people about these dynamics of healthy relationships. We also offer education in schools and youth-centered organizations. So if you're interested in having one of our educators come talk to your group of young people about these healthy relationship dynamics, we're more than happy to do that.
I'm glad that you mentioned the toolkit. We're going to have a link to the toolkit on our website, so you can just go to fox61.com to get that. Also, before we go, I want to make sure that we have mentioned that it's important to have these conversations with both sexes, boys and girls, because healthy relationships and the ideas of what those are start really young.
They do. And we always say that domestic violence doesn't discriminate. It happens to both men and women alike. So it's really important that we're teaching the young men in our lives how to respect themselves, respect women,
have healthy relationships,
and not be afraid to speak up when they see their friends maybe modeling some unhealthy behaviors, whether that's locker room talk or, just joking around with the guys. And then for women, same thing. Like, we need to respect men as well. You know, we need to respect our romantic partners. Abuse can go both ways.
Absolutely. Amanda, thanks so much. Really important message.